So now we just finished chapter 3. There are two things as an author I was trying to communicate through chapter 3, one of which was the relationship between Caitlin and Logan. In Huntress and Warfare, you're only getting Audrey's point of view of what the relationship is, and it actually is one of those points in the book and in the series where she's confused about their relationship and it affects her relationship with Logan. And as an author, I use this opportunity through this book to be able to clarify for the reader what their relationship really is, which again is why it's good if you've read Huntress or Warfare first. Because this is a huge spoiler, their relationship is really that of siblings. They're really close, they've been friends for a long time, but the thought of being romantically involved is not something that either of them are interested in, because they just know each other too well, and they're friends. They friend zoned each other, and I just wanted to make that crystal clear for the reader if they had any questions about that. So that was one of the things that I accomplished through this chapter. Another thing was just talking about Logan's internal change. Something's going on with him. He's finally come to some conclusion. He's been battling with something, his place in the world, his purpose, whether he believes in God. And this is a chapter where really it all kind of comes to a head. And so I didn't put in too many details. I had to be really careful about this chapter because I wanted to not give you guys, overwhelm you with those details, give you a little bit of a taste, but also everybody's experiences are different. And so I wanted to be respectful of that and just give you kind of an overview of what Logan was feeling, and not dive into the nitty gritty, because we all have different things that we come to the table with, and I didn't want that to be distracting to the reader. I have a couple more questions for this chapter. They are great questions. The first one is, what made Caitlin turn to God? That was from Leanne. Thanks, Leanne, for asking that question. Basically, that is Caitlin's story to tell. I would normally try not to cop out an answer like that, and I'm not trying to, but I may do something with her in the future, and I would like that to be its own story. So I can't really give away that information right now, because that's Caitlin's story to tell, and this is Logan's story to tell. So it was a great question, and hopefully someday I'll be able to answer that in an actual book. The second question is was there any reason you made Logan a California surfer? Well, Logan and Audrey in the first book have this great moment where they go down to Earth and he teaches her how to surf, and it's a little bit of it's a large bit of a turning point in their relationship. It's been very contentious up until that point. Those of you who have read it will remember this chapter, and they finally kind of come to an understanding and have this good moment together, and then things happen and then it kind of falls apart. But you learn that is something that they finally have in common, that they really enjoy the water and the ocean. And so Logan is naturally good at being a hunter, and I just thought that making him a professional surfer kind of would fit in with the idea that he is naturally athletic and inclined and things like that. And it was just a really fun tidbit to play with, and it can do a lot with that as far as his storyline. So that's the long of it. Anyway, so I guess let's keep reading and let's talk after you guys have read chapter 4.